Hi, everyone. I'm Amy.
And I'm Audrea.
This is The Right Crowd. So grab a cup of coffee.
Or a cup of tea.
Maybe a little something on the rocks, and let's get started. Okay, so this is a non-book video. We have them sporadically throughout our channel. And this one is going to be about Camp Nano. And some of you might be going, Camp Nano? Is that the same thing as Nano that we already talked about? Yes and no. So it's the same company, it's the same organization, it's the same premise, but it's a little different. So Camp Nano happens in April and July, and we're gonna hopefully get this posted before April actually starts so that you guys could have the information before you need it. Audrey, do you want to tell everybody about camp?
So camp is not as strenuous as NaNowRimo. Camp Nano is not nearly as strenuous. You get to set your own goal. So with NaNowRimo, you're given a goal, you have to write at least 50,000 words. You can write more than that if you want, but you only win NaNowRimo if you write 50,000 words of a novel or a book, whatever that book is going to be. With Camp Nano, you set your own goal on what you're going to work on.
And it doesn't have to be a word goal. It could be an editing goal. It can be a proofreading goal. It can be whatever goal you want it to be, and it can be as little or as much as you want. You go on the same website, and at the top, do you have it? Audrey is the screen sharer, not me. Do you possibly have it pulled up on your computer where you can show everybody that banner?
I do. Let me do that. Let me just double check. Okay. Share screen.
Yay!
Say that like it's a magic thing. Voila! So here is the Camp Nano, and I was just cleaning mine up to get ready for April. As you can see, I did not win NaNowRimo last year because I only got 6,600 words done in that one book, the prequel.
We were busy in November. I just want to point that out.
We were busy. We were traveling, doing all things. But anyway, this is what it looks like. It says, welcome, my name is AudyJack. Welcome to camp. And other than that, it looks pretty much the same. And there's a banner up at the top that says, join Camp Nano. And you talk about what you are going to write at, what you're going to do for your camp project. So you put your name of your project in, and then in the drop down, you can say, what's the status of that project, if it's prepping or in progress or completed. I'm going to say drafted because I'm working on the final edits on, hopefully, not the final edits, before the final edits of the Blue Christmas book.
The edits are never actually final.
Yeah, I don't know. But, and then what kind of privacy you want. So you can have buddies that you've made in NaNowRimo, or you can have your profile be public or only you. So it can be just you in Camp Nano and not, other people would not see your project. And then what type of project is this? And you can see you have all of these different types of projects you can work on: short stories, memoir, script, nonfiction, poetry, and other. And then you would want to associate this button defaults or box defaults to associate your project with what camp or nano you're doing. And this one is Camp NaNowRimo for April 2002. And that way, when you go back to your NaNowRimo dashboard, this is what we're seeing here is a NaNowRimo dashboard. You can see all of the different nanos and all the different flavor nanos that you, if you look through your history, that you participated in it, and whether or not you've won those or got any buttons or prizes or any of that stuff. So that's what it looks like.
So two things that I want to point out is that when you do Nano, Camp Nano, it doesn't matter. No one actually sees your actual project. You don't have to worry about if you push public, everybody and their mother is going to see your story that you're writing. No, they see the progress that you put on the website that you're making. Like when you check in, when you earn a badge, if you put you're at 75%, like whatever that looks like, that's all anyone's going to see. So you don't have to worry about you're in the middle of writing a book and someone's going to come on and steal it. No one sees that. They only see the progress. The other thing is it's important. I don't know how important it is with camp because this will be my first time participating in camp. So I can't answer this question. Audrea may know, but I know that with NaNo, if you don't mark that your project is associated, when you win, you don't get credit for it. Like you don't get the congratulations you won. You don't get any of that because you didn't associate it with a NaNo project. So make sure that that button is always clicked so that you get credit when you win your project.
And then your progress is tracked for that particular NaNo.
Right. You also get badges just like you do with NaNo. When you check in so many days in a row, when you get to a certain level for your goal, when you complete it, like you get badges just like you do for NaNo. It's just the thing about camp, it's the same, but it's not as stressful. Unless you want your goal to be 50,000 words, you don't have to make your goal 50,000 words. You make it whatever you want. If you want to do 100 words a day, go for it. You got 3,000 words for the month. Sounds great. Like, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason for anything. No one's going to be on necessarily the same page. So Audrea, what do you have? Have you figured out your project for camp?
I'm finishing up my edits on the Blue Christmas Cozy Mystery. So it went out to an editor and came back, and I made some changes, and then I had another round of beta reading that I'm incorporating some of that feedback. And this is before it goes to the editor, and this one is being published this year. So that's nice. The project I'm working on is editing. So my word count is going to be, I need to get to the final number or final word count for the book, the 67,000 words right now. And my word count is going to be much higher every day because I'm editing. So I need to, I have the whole book, but I need to get the finished pages of the book done. So my word count will be higher every day. I wish I could do that when I'm writing fresh words. In NaNoWrimo, it's always fresh, original words. It can't be a book you've worked on before. That's right. It has to be new words. New words. Whereas this is, I'm working on an editing project during this camp season.
Cool.
What about you? Have you chosen your project?
I did. I actually went on the website yesterday to check it out because when Camp NaNo, from what I remember, and I could be completely wrong, but from what I remember, it wasn't like it is now. Like they had a lot more restraints on it. You joined a cabin. You had these people that you were associating with that you probably didn't even know them. So I was excited when I pulled it up last night and saw that it was really just like NaNo, but less strenuous. So I am right now part of, if you haven't seen our video, the 12-week year for writers, please go back and watch that. We're in the middle of 12-week year for writers. We're following, oh, look, there's her book. We're following the principles that Trevor put in his book based off of the 12-week year. They're both fabulous books. Read them both. So because we're doing that, I've given myself, what is today? Oh, yay, I have 3 days. Okay, so I've given myself until the end of March to finish rereading what I've already written in my sci-fi fantasy book that I have going. I can't decide if it's going to be a trilogy, if it's going to be an epic, like what it's going to be a lot of words. I just haven't decided how I'm breaking it down yet. I've written the first 2 parts. I need to reread that. And then for Camp NaNo, I will be finalizing it. I will be writing the 3rd part and bringing it either to closure or to a spot where I can take it to another 3-part book. I haven't decided yet what that's going to look like because I'm more of a pantser. So I don't really know what the end's going to look like yet. I just knew how to get to part 3. I'm not sure about part 3 yet. So we're going to hope that the brain cells dust off and we figure that part out. So my goal for April will actually be a word count goal. It's actually going to be 30,000 words, which is only 1,000 words a day. And I have a lot of stuff going on in April. And so I'm going to have to be much more purposeful in how I spend my days and my time so that I'm able to get my words done. I'm able to continue with the 12-week year. And I want to be able to say I won camp the first time I actually did it. So, and I like badges. I like attaboys.
Yeah.
So I want to earn all my badges. I want to do all my things. I do have a bunch of buddies. And so, hey, so random thought, I just thought of this. Should we start a Right Crowd page group thingy on NaNowrimo?
For camp? I think that would be fun. I was just trying to figure out, like you said previously, they had cabins before, and so you could have different cabins, and I couldn't find the cabins this time. So
I didn't see cabins.
They seem to have done away with that. So I don't know how we would do a Nano page. Although I do know, speaking of community, there's some other cozy writers that are doing Camp Nano that they have a Facebook group just for Nano stuff. And so there may be writing groups that have Facebook groups where you can communicate and talk amongst yourselves, because you don't really get that with Nano or the Nano website. It's tracking your writing or your progress toward your goal and putting up badges. And there's some community in there, but if you want more community and more of that chit chat or sprints and things like that, you may want to investigate other writing groups.
Also like Discord. There's some stuff on Discord, I think.
Discord.
I know my local NaNowrimo group, they're really active on Discord. They have sprints going. If you want to do a sprint, you just go on and say, hey, I'm on. Anybody want to do a sprint? So you've got Discord to go through. And I'm also part of, I don't know what they call them on Nano, but a group with the Stop Writing Alone community with Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
So find some buddies, find a group, get on Facebook, get on the Twitterverse, get on whatever. If you're the kind of person that likes the community network part of writing together. If you're not and you're like, nah, I'm good, I'm by myself, I don't need peoples, then just keep track of it. Like, you don't have to have peoples. Like, you can just do only me. You don't have to do public. You don't have to do buddies. Mm-hmm. However, feel free to buddy me on Nano. I am not discriminatory about who I'm a buddy with on Nano. Like, I can be everybody's buddy.
Yeah, you certainly can.
So feel free to find me on there. I am actually MissDaizee on Nano. So I will put that in the show notes. And we know that Audrea is AudyJack. So yes, please feel free to buddy us on Nano. And when you buddy someone, you can actually message them on Nano as well. So I'll make sure to put our names in the bottom so that you can find us easily, because MissDaizee is not spelled the normal way. So I'll make sure I put that down there. There was something else you wanted to add, Audrea.
I wanted to add, well, remember that NaNowrimo is a worldwide or international phenomena or thing that's done by people all over the world. And it's
a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. We're going to call it a phenomenon.
In October, it's more like a cult. Or I'm sorry,
yes.
November.
Well, no, it becomes a cult in October because of everybody. Preptober, like you've got the whole, like it is. It's a buildup. It's a buildup in October. So yeah. Before you know it, there's going to be a Nano something every month. Like they started with 1 and they're at 2. Now they're 4. Like you just wait. In a couple of years, they'll be 6. Don't worry. They're going to get there.
1 every 2 months. That would be awesome. They need to make an edit edit IMO or something like that. But
Something.
Revimo. Anyway, remember that it is run by volunteers, and donations. So if you're able to donate to NaNowrimo to help them with their site and stuff, please do. And if you get frustrated with their site, just give them a break. Let them know what's happening.
They're volunteers. It's all volunteers.
Yeah. Don't get yourself into a snit about it. Anyway.
And it's free. Like,
yeah, it's
if you're going to complain about it, go pay for something, and then you might get something that's perfect.
Yeah.
But Nano is free. And yes, and you'll see that some people, when you donate, and then when you donate a certain amount, you get little things on your picture. So if you ever wonder if someone's donated, they have like flowers or banners or stuff on their picture.
Oh my gosh, we should use our cartoon that we made for a picture, if we can do it.
Yes.
Anyway, squirrel. All right, so that's a little bit about Camp Nano. It is in April, and I think there is another camp that happens in the fall as well.
July.
It's July. That's right. I knew there were 2 camps. So Camp NaNowrimo, you can set your own goal. Just to summarize, you can set your own goal. It does not have to be fresh new words. It can be an editing goal. It can be any type of writing, nonfiction, poetry, other screenplay, whatever you want it to be. You set the parameters. You can have buddies, and it's a great way to track your progress towards a goal. And goals are great for getting you to done. So yeah. And then it's a little way of picking up a little bit of accountability. If you want more accountability or more community, you might look at other writer groups around you or online that are also doing Camp Nano, and then you can join them.
Yes, I like that. That was a great wrap up.
It's free. Yeah, that's an important part.
I mean, who doesn't like free?
I love me some free and prizes and badges.
I used to say, if it's free, it's for me. So that was a Mary Kay. I used to network with a bunch of Mary Kay women in Virginia, and that was always what they said when they had free stuff. If it's free, it's for me.
Oh, that's fun. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else about Camp Nano for April?
I don't think so. Except I've now given myself lots of stress. I have 3 days to finish reading.
In July. You should be nicer. Be kinder to Amy.
I need to find. Here we go. Okay, I found my red pen. I have a red pen.
Oh, that's a good one.
I've got a red pen. All right, and I'll set it out to remind myself that I need to do my edits. There we go.
All right. Well, that's it for Camp NaNowrimo.
We'll put links in the bottom for the page, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and then find us on the Nano website and buddy us.
Yeah. All right. So bye, everybody.